Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of The Wave Talk. I am your host, Machelle, and this is episode 4 of season 2 for The Wave Talk. Of course, we've got a very special guest who you'll have to stay tuned to see. But yeah, as I do on all my episodes, I like to talk to my audience. I know I just asked y'all this, but how was y'all's week?
It was work.
It was work, yeah. Work or more work. Monica, you work at Integris, don't you? Oh, I didn't mean to, but didn't a lot of people get laid off over there?
Yeah, apparently it's only like...
Yeah, bless you. Okay. Oh, good. I was a little bit worried about that. I wonder what was happening. I work in the bank industry, so we've been getting a lot of calls in and people needing some assistance with like their payments and stuff. So I don't know what's going on in Oklahoma, but to get your, get the economy together. You know what would be a good quick fix? Recreational weed. Colorado makes so much money off of weed. They were giving some of the money back to the people. They were like on their taxes and stuff. All the schools are doing well and everything. Cannabis. Come on, Oklahoma. What are you waiting for?
You know Oklahoma wait, bro. They're not gonna do it because, well, they might, but you know Oklahoma like to straddle the fence on being able to play both sides. They like it still being halfway, so they can fuck with you a little bit. But then they like it being legal, so they can make their money too.
Exactly.
So, yeah, they like to do that. That's how Oklahoma is. They still hold over people's head out here.
I hate that shit.
They go to jail for some weed, even though it's a dispensary every corner.
Right.
Still, and they keep saying, they keep saying, well, it's not a felony, but I'm still getting in trouble for it. So what the fuck difference does it make? There's no winning with that situation. Excuse me. Last night I went to go see Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. Oh my God, you sound like my best friend Frankie. She hung up on me when I tried to talk to her about it. Oh my God, y'all.
I'm not calling this shit over right now.
I won't say anything about it. It was a great time. Thank you guys for coming to Oklahoma City first. I just had a really good time. Donnell Rollins was the funniest to me.
He's hilarious.
Like Nick Cannon? He is.
A lot of people don't know how funny he is.
Donnell's funny. He had the whole place in stitches. I think it was more of like an experience just to be in the same building as Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, though.
I've seen Dave before.
Yeah, you have?
First time, well, I don't know if it was the first time he came here. He came here some years ago. He was at the Criterion. It was a while ago.
Oh, wow.
It was when he was gearing up to drop that first Netflix special. So I basically like saw the Netflix special before everybody else.
That's what's up. Shit, your experience was better than mine.
Maybe, I don't know. It was dope. I had an interaction with Dave too when I left.
Really?
I caught him going to his car because he left from the back of the building, and I just yelled his name to see if he would hear me because he wasn't that far. I'm like, dang. He turned around like, love you, bro. Put his fist up. You know, it's minor, but to me, I'm like,
that's just major. It's important to be seen by your favorites. People don't realize that. I love that. Yes, well, we're going to keep it sweet and short. I don't have that many topics for y'all, but I do got a topic. Does getting plastic surgery mean that you're insecure?
That's a tough one.
And what's your reason for saying no?
I don't know, that's just my...
I like that answer because it's hard to generalize everybody against plastic surgery.
And what I will say, if it's not for health reasons, like your tits are too big so your back hurts, you got to get rid of them. Or if you have breast cancer, you have to get them removed. That's a form of surgery, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about BBLs. We're talking about nose jobs. Yeah, straight for the aesthetics, straight for the looks.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It has to come from some kind of insecurity, but I don't mean that means that you're like an insecure person.
Right.
Because some people just like to, I don't know, it's like saying if you want nice clothes or something, you're insecure about being bummy.
Right.
Not necessarily.
I just like to look nice.
She just like to express myself. I mean, you got to look at it at this point. The BBLs, I don't know if everybody would agree, but to me, it's not even the ideal shape of a woman. It's not the sexiest shape of a woman. It's not. It's not like they just picking the top tier thing, but that's just what they like. So they picking what they like and they go on with that. I done seen women that don't necessarily need it go do it. I'm like,
yeah. Right.
Who might have said that it was what she wanted, but I don't know. So to blame it all the way on insecurity is hard, but you can't take it out of the equation. Like you was insecure about something.
There's some slight form of insecurity, right?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I was listening to The Breakfast Club.
Oh.
You said insecurity of what?
I said insecurity or bullied.
Or bullied, okay.
Depending on what industry they in.
Right. And that made you feel insecure, so you had to go change it.
Feel like that they in the entertainment business now. Even if it's not. Everybody just on social media, they part of the entertainment world. They all want to be creators or whatever. So they, like you said, they might feel bullied into looking a certain way in order to be accepted by everybody at home. It's crazy. It's like how back in the day, all models used to be thin. They was
true.
Throwing up.
The thin was it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they weren't personally insecure about it, but they knew that the world was.
I like that take on it. It is very difficult because in my head, I'm like, yeah, I don't care if you get new titties because you were insecure about the way that the other ones looked. And it's not like your overall insecurity. She just wanted bigger. Right.
I love my body, but I got to do this for this or because of the pressure. It's crazy. It's a lot of things. Because men is doing, you know what I'm saying? Men is doing.
That was my next question.
It's weird. You know
Men are also,
I don't know. People
That
don't
was
want to.
when I found out.
Yeah.
It's like these can do whatever. You go get some abs, some pecs.
Yeah, you can. It's like, where did you get that from? Like, get a whole new hairline transplant. Right. Just work out. You'll be okay.
Either don't want to do that, or some people just really can't. I don't know. They just can't commit to changing themselves.
They don't want to take the time.
I really don't understand the thought process. So that don't mean I'm not judging it though, but I just could never be the person that think of myself like that.
And honestly, whenever I'm also talking about like enhancements. So let me say this, because like I would go get some lipo, just take this out of my stomach, just take it out of my stomach. You know, I feel like my stomach is an insecurity of mine though. And you know, I would just I would just want a smaller stomach, so I would get some lipo, but I would never get titties or ass. Ever. Y'all can mark my words. If y'all ever see me, like whenever I blow up or whatever, y'all like, damn, Machelle thick as fuck. Oh, this is natural, baby. These are genetics. I've been like
30-day food fast.
No, I'm just playing. I have been in the gym. I have been detoxing, eating right. It'll be straight in a couple of months. But if push came to shove and I had to be famous like today, and I got to go see Drake tomorrow, I'm getting lipo this afternoon. I'm getting lipo tonight. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's my part.
Absolutely. Hi, Drake. I'm about to go see Drake. I'm going to Toronto. Yes. But what do y'all think out there? Do y'all feel like getting surgery is like a form of insecurity, like enhancement wise? Or even to take away, like I said in my case, I'm a little bit insecure about my tummy. But what do y'all think? Drop it below in the comments. I also wanted to discuss, I'm gonna have to like think back because interview, as far as like branding purposes, and like brand identity. First off, I want to know what are y'all's favorite brands? Not just clothing. Like, what's a brand that you like off the top of your head? McDonald's is the first one that I could think of.
What you like?
I haven't eaten McDonald's in a while, but I do.
I would say Fenty.
Okay, we like Fenty.
Rihanna's involved, obviously.
But it's a brand.
Yeah.
You was gonna say Fenty?
No, I'm gonna say Adidas because of ID.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And do you guys feel like you like it because of the influence?
I like
behind it.
How you were talking about exclusivity earlier with Beyonce. Like, you gotta make your decision quick, get in and get it, and that's it. Just crowd out the money later.
Exactly.
Every time.
Yes, like Telfar. That needs to be my first one that I get because I haven't got any.
And it looks camo. I'm not super into it, but I want the orange shoes that she.
I do too. I want the orange. Yes.
So I was like, yeah, we fucking with it. But why is it wintry? That's what's missing.
It's a little bit late.
Right. Like, girls with big ass puffer coat. What do I need that for?
Maybe for the rainy season that's supposed to happen.
In Oklahoma?
Maybe you live in Portland, Oregon or Washington State. I don't know. But I brought up the brands because, I mean, for those two specifics, of course, we know that those have like specific influencers. But for like other brands, we don't necessarily know who is behind them. Or maybe you do if you're like a super huge fan. But I was having a discussion and people are trying to sway me, and not even like just me specifically, but there's just a discussion that for whatever brand that you have, you need to be the face of it. And I just can't come to terms with that. And I am like really struggling.
I think the main topic of that conversation was, the main point of it was really saying that you got to be the face of it starting now.
Okay.
Because like I said a while ago when we had this conversation off camera.
Yes.
If you're not the face of the brand,
Right.
you would have to appoint one.
I've been told that too.
Like a mascot, like how you said McDonald's.
Yeah.
Don't nobody really necessarily know fucking Ronald McDonald or whatever the hell the nigga is to start McDonald's, but they always had Ronald McDonald. They
the clown.
Mascot. You gotta have a mascot or some kind of face. Give some kind of, some people, they need to have something tangible. Something they can say, that's the person, you know what I'm saying? Or like, somebody's supposed to show up to an event. If Ronald McDonald show up to an event,
you know they hear from McDonald's.
McDonald's is hosting it, or they sponsor this type of right. He's gonna walk up with his goons, you know, it's a bet. You got somebody that's sitting there, or like McDonald's hosting something. Rumble, the mascot, is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
So if New Wave hosts something, you need to have
I need a mascot.
It need to be a wave head or something.
I was about to say I need suggestions for mascots, guys. If y'all can think of send in the suggestions of mascots, because I just can't do it, y'all. I can't bring myself to do it. But I do see what you're saying whenever you brought in Ronald McDonald. Like, oh shit, McDonald's is here somewhere.
But it's kind of like, because you know how you said when you first started, a lot of people thought your brand was made by a man or whatnot. I think that's because how it came out. You wasn't necessarily just attached to a music artist, but when you were attached to the music industry, period, it was kind of like an urban brand. So they initially gave that to a man.
Right.
You know, because when people think that entertainment is what they think hip-hop and music world like that, they because it's majority ran by men.
True.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't have faced your brand in, but every artist that you pushed out with,
it was easy to attach.
You was using it. That was basically your mascot. You know
right.
A music artist. It can still work for you like that.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be the face of that brand.
We're strategizing in 2023. If you all didn't know, New Wave Incorporated is a corporation, not an LLC. And up under that corporation, we've got several different entities like New Wave, the clothing, New Wave Travel Services, Kiddie Pool, Wavy Babes, The Wave Talk, New Wave TV, Drake Me Please. So it's like several entities up under New Wave. And I just have to like sit down and kind of navigate what needs to look like what, just to firm out and seal out brand identities. But yeah, go ahead and drop your suggestions for like a mascot. I'm curious to see what y'all can come up with, because I like the wave head. I'm like, I want to see how that was gonna look. A nigga with a wave on his head. But yes, those are all the topics that I have for now. Stay tuned. Our next guest is coming up, so see you soon. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to episode 4 of The Wave Talk. We've got a very special guest, Mr. SAUCEMEUPGQ.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's good?
Welcome to The Wave Talk. I'm good. How are you?
Chilling. I'm tired, but I'm good.
You tired? He's been doing a lot of traveling. If y'all follow him on Instagram, and we're going to get into that because I'm a travel agent, so I love to talk travel.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, whenever I start off, I like to ask everybody, how are you, like, internally? Are you content? Are you a little bit nervous? Are you anxious? Like, how are you? How you
I'm
feeling?
good. I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah?
I'm chilling, though.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Me too. I haven't eaten all day. I really haven't.
I've been on the go. It's all right, though.
That's all right. So, yes, let's circle back to the travel. What is it that you're doing right now that's got you in all these places?
I'm actually working on a collab album with PZ from Detroit.
Okay.
So we've been just traveling, changing sceneries, getting different vibes, and just living a little, really, honestly.
And you're about to head somewhere after this, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to go to Houston right when I leave here. I'll be out there for like 3 days, something like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into it. You are a producer?
Yes.
He's a producer, y'all. How long have you been producing?
I've been producing for, 5 years now?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing music for 6 years, but I was an engineer before I started producing.
What's the difference between the two for somebody who doesn't know?
An engineer records, mix and masters, and a producer does everything in entirety for a song. So like, I write songs, produce the songs, make the beat, mix and master, record, everything, arrange songs. I do a lot of different stuff.
Is this what you've always wanted to do?
No.
What is it that you initially wanted to do?
I actually wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. I was in school for pre-law.
Shout out to pre-law.
I got kicked out of school for some fraternity stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like, honestly, like before I was in school, I was already living like differently, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to change how I was thinking and living. And when I went to school, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just cut a new sword. I'm gonna be straight edge, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got kicked out of school. Can I cut something?
Yes.
All right, I
Okay,
just had to
talk.
make sure.
We do what we want to do.
But after I got kicked out of school, I was just like, start fucking off again, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. So I was fucking off for a little bit. Like, I was just trapping and stuff. And I don't know. I just felt like I ran into some people that did music. I was a DJ too.
Okay.
I was a DJ since I was 15.
Okay, because I was about to ask if you were a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I used to be a DJ. I still am a DJ. Once a DJ, always a DJ. I just don't actively DJ no more because I need some money to get to DJ and then give me the money I want. So
we're gonna talk about that too.
But I used to be a DJ. I was DJing at 15, and I was doing all the parties and stuff, throwing big parties and stuff. And then I went to school, like I said, I stopped DJing. And then after all that stuff happened, I just kind of jumped back into everything. I met a group of musicians called The Low, Fresh J, High Volume Beats, Jenny Live, Rush, Scotty. I don't want to leave nobody out because people gonna watch this.
Understood.
I think that's it. Oh, Chops, Casey, Shot by Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Them 6 people. I kind of linked up with them. They wanted me to be their DJ. And so I got into the environment of like people recording music and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just kind of fell in love with it. Like I was watching them create music, like just from scratch. I'm like, yeah, this is live. Like I got to do this. And I had got that feeling like previously about DJing. So I knew like when I have that calling on my internal self, I just know like that's something I should pursue. So I really kind of like put trapping like as a secondary, and I started really getting into music and stuff like that. And so I started engineering at first because really I just like, it was only like a couple engineers, you know what I'm saying? People to record people. So people always want to record, but they didn't have nobody to record them. So I was like, I'll just jump in and do that. I like making songs sound better and stuff like that. So I started engineering, and like I wanted to learn beats immediately, but the people I was with, like, it's a producer thing. Back then I was mad as hell. Like I asked them, like, teach me how to make beats, you feel me? They like, nah, bro, we ain't gonna teach you. Like you gotta teach yourself.
Okay.
I'm like, you know, when you tell a nigga you gotta teach yourself, they like, this nigga hating on me. You don't want to see me be great. But like really that's just a part of the process. Like you don't teach yourself, you'll never be the greatest you could be at producing, really, I feel like. So yeah, I started producing and I ain't looked back since, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm glad you're talking about the difference between the two because I think I don't even know if you were here, but I was telling them I want to start making beats myself. So I was telling people that I want to be a producer, but I didn't know that it was more than just making beats. I just figured if you make beats, you're a producer.
A beat maker's a beat maker.
A beat.
All producers can't beat make, but all beat makers are producers. I know that sounds crazy, but
no, it makes sense. It makes sense. But honestly, I wouldn't mind being a producer because, you know, I can write music and all the other stuff. I just got to do some more research. I'm going to do some more research. But you mentioned...
how you get paid. That's all you need to research.
Research how to get paid. Yeah. In my head, I'm thinking like I'm just going to make beats and just put them out on YouTube. And then hopefully somebody picks it up. You know, how do you shop around a beat to somebody?
I ain't going to lie. I've never sold a beat on the internet in my life. Ever. I've never even posted a beat on YouTube ever.
So is it just conversation?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, my influences are some of the greats, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like tastemaking in music is a lost art for producers now. So a lot of people just like, they're trying to make sounds that everybody else making so they can get to this artist and they can get plaques, you know what I'm saying, get money, but like they're not thinking about their legacy as a musician, you know what I'm saying? So I really try to take the time to make sure that I'm in creative control of who raps on my music, where my music is, where it's seen, who's listening to it, who's not able to access it. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, exclusivity is really important in every brand. So I really just try to keep my brand exclusive, you know what I'm saying? My sound exclusive, because I have my own sound. I really don't sound like nobody. I don't try to sound like anybody, at least. So I feel like just like a mixture of that stuff, it just keeps me, you know what I'm saying, grounded. I make sure that I don't let my sound get to people that I don't want rapping on my stuff for real.
I like to hear that.
I hate that. Like,
I like to hear that. I don't think that I've heard anybody on the show with that type of perspective. Like, I only want certain people on my shit. And how you mentioned exclusivity is very important to your brand.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all good. Don't worry about that. Because I have a clothing brand.
I'm very
it's called New Wave. Oh, shout out to New Wave. Yeah. But initially that's how, and I'm still that way very much. if I make something, I'm only going to give you an extra small through 4X. And that's it. It's one of each. And why don't you make
that's
one?
hard. I like
It's
that.
exclusive.
That's
if you
dope.
didn't get it, then you just didn't get it.
No,
and I
for
find
sure.
that a lot of people have an issue with that. Of course, I do want for the masses to have it, but I also want it to be something like as soon as that drops, you need to make it and you need to get to it.
No, for sure.
Because it's going to be gone.
So that's how you get more value. You can make, I mean, a lot of it depends. It's like I said, like I used to do other hustles before. So it's just like how you sell it, how you wrap it up is how it's going to go. So it's, everybody can get it and you can sell a lot for a small amount, then you can do that. But
right.
if you can sell a little amount and do less work and make the same or more money being exclusive, you might as well do that, honestly. It just depends on what you're doing, though. Like, it depends on what you're trying to go for. Everything's not for everybody. So
yes,
the exclusive route isn't for everybody. Some people
that's true.
That's why we have mass production companies and then we have companies that make very limited stuff. It's about the taste of it, really.
It's the taste, and it's everybody's different lane. Not everybody can be exclusive. Not everybody wants to be exclusive either.
Facts.
And I don't
that's
think there's
cool.
nothing wrong
with that.
Ain't nothing
For
wrong
sure.
with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, you mentioned you've got a few inspirations. Who are your inspirations?
Timbaland,
production-wise? Yes.
Kanye.
Yay. Mm-hmm.
Scott Storch.
Okay.
Scott Storch, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Dean.
Oh, I don't think I know Mike Dean.
Mike Dean is he works on a lot of like Travis Scott, Migos stuff. He a real legend, big legend. Mike Dean, that man.
I'm gonna do some research.
No, look up Mike Dean hard.
I'm about to.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. I said, oh, for real, Missy Elliott, of course.
Oh, of course. Not a lot of people talk about Missy Elliott. They don't bring her up in these different types of conversations.
Missy Elliott because she made beats.
Right, and I was reading an article. She didn't even want to make any albums. She did that first one just because I think the label was like, we need you to put out an album.
Yeah.
Type shit. Whole time it was really good, but she didn't even want to do music.
She's a big legend. She didn't even need to. She's a producer. She's a real producer.
Would you find yourself ever making an album? Like, with you on it?
I'm putting out like 3 this year.
Oh.
I'm cold at rapping.
Oh.
I'm really hard. I just don't like to rap.
Why?
I feel like me and McCain was just talking about this though. Like, I feel like to rap, you got to be a real rapper. Like, and if you're not being a real rapper, then you don't need to be rapping. And I know for sure my personality and like just how I like to just handle myself is not really like in the space to be what people deem as a rapper today or what gets you successful as a rapper today.
What specifically do you think?
Just like dealing with people.
Yeah.
Being vulnerable with your art all the time.
Yeah.
I'll say acting. To be a rapper is like a rapper.
I say that all the time.
It's a lot of acting.
It is, and people give Drake so much flack for it, but I'm like, he's a rapper. I don't think that he should be doing several of the things that
Drake is an actor though.
He's an actor by nature.
So everything that Drake does is an act. I mean, if you're a person that doesn't, if you're not aware of what be really going on like with people and stuff like that.
That's like watching wrestling and thinking it's real.
Facts. Watching Drake and thinking Drake is real is crazy.
Okay, now hold on. We don't want to do that.
No, watching Drake and thinking Drake is real.
All right, we're not going to take that turn.
Drake is a young...
We're not going to take that turn.
He's a young character. He knows what he's doing.
Yes, he is a character.
Everything he does is a part of a character.
Yes.
And people eat it up. That's why he's one of the biggest rappers ever.
Yes, he does.
Definitely.
I'm a huge...
He's a very calculated person.
He is.
Not going to talk about him here because he's probably going to try to kill me or something.
Oh, no, not Drake.
Drake a very calculated man, for real. He's a very calculated person. Like, you wouldn't think how calculated he is, but he's very calculated. For sure.
Are there any artists who you foresee yourself working with or any must-haves? Let me ask you that because I know you are particular about who you want on your stuff.
Like right now? I want to do some music with Baby Drill from Atlanta. Okay. He hard. Goes crazy.
Okay, Baby Drill. Your eyes, that's all right. Your eyes peeled for Baby Drill.
Baby Drill. D-R-I.
Drill.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He going crazy right now.
Okay.
Like, he going stupid right now. I probably want to work with 21 Savage. I want to work with Brent Faiyaz.
He's growing on me.
He dope. I like how he has like it's like mixed, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think, go different genre. There's a country singer named Jimmy Allen. He hard.
Okay.
I like to work with Jimmy Allen. I've done country before, so
yeah.
I just want to do some country with Jimmy Allen. That'd be
Have
crazy.
you put it out before, like to where we could listen to it? I'm trying to get into some
Like
country.
to sing? No, I'm saying like work with
No,
country
that's what I
music.
mean. Like work
Oh
with
yeah,
some.
it's a lot of. When I used to work at Castle Road, we did a lot of country music there.
Okay.
So it's a lot of country music out there that I've touched at least.
Talk about working at Castle Road. I didn't know you worked there. How was that experience? No, we don't want to
Castle
talk.
Road, we're not talking about that.
We're not gonna talk about Castle Road.
You can put that on there too if you want to. Besides Chris Cutter, I like Chris Cutter. He's cool. That's a real solid individual. Cutter, I rock with Cutter. Odie, I rock with Odie. But as a brand, as a whole, fuck them. They said fuck me first though. So
well, right. That's what I'm saying. I'm
like,
taking whatever.
I told you I'm about to get on here anti. My boy
This is the platform. That shit don't bother me at all. What is one positive takeaway that you have from that experience?
Honestly, at the time, like the reason I say fuck them is the whole situation. But at the time, I looked at it as a certain type of way. I looked at it as like all niggas look at everything like, oh, niggas don't want to see niggas eat. I don't, you know what I'm saying? All that. I felt that way. And then like now as I've matured and time has passed, I see like, I understand where they're coming from, like and the stuff that they was doing. Do I agree? Not necessarily, but I understand at least enough to where I can have peace at the situation now, you know what I'm saying? And not just be like wilding. Like that wasn't wild to me. I'm really more wild than that. But
no, I feel like that's wild.
That was like, yeah. I definitely learned more about business etiquette and how important code switching really is in certain moments. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. At
the place where you are now, do you still feel like code switching is super important?
No.
No.
No. It's actually, and that's what I'm saying. Like now that I'm on I got what I want. It's like, oh dang, I see why they was cracking down on this, or I see why they had certain regulations towards this, or they had this system set up is because of it's not, you know what I'm saying? You need a little white people organization in there.
You do.
If it's not, then you know what I'm saying, it's just gonna be too much moving in the wrong direction sometimes.
That's a very important take to have, like a very mature aspect to see things from, like realizing like I don't necessarily respect what happened, but I can understand why it happened.
Definitely so.
And I think that's where a lot of people kind of fail whenever it comes to like miscommunications or any type of mishap.
No,
you know, not being able to come to like,
I feel like understanding point of views is like where a lot of people lack though, for sure. Like even in relationships, all that stuff, like even though you and somebody else might disagree, you still have to consider like what's their point of view, like where are they looking from things at, because everybody different. Everybody didn't live the whole life, 20 plus years of a journey that forces them to think a certain type of way that you necessarily might not even think about that, you know what I'm saying? So just like how you get into with your friends sometimes, like your friend be tripping and you be like, bro, you tripping, I'm about to cut them off. And then y'all finally get to a spot where y'all can communicate about what went down, and they tell you something that you like,
you didn't even think about
bro, what? Like I wouldn't even think about it like that. Like maybe you was tripping, or maybe I was tripping, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like being understanding and understanding point of views is just like a major part of life for sure. Like getting better at life and just moving forward, definitely being more understanding, and like understanding point of views is a big thing for sure.
I struggle with it. I'm quick to cut off. Like as soon as you got me fucked up, I'm like, yeah, all right, you're blocked.
I'm the opposite. So like,
yeah, you want to sit and talk about it?
Sometimes I'll be too understanding. I'll be like, man, I understand. Like, I really don't like this, but I can see why you do this if you think like this, and if this happened to you, then it's like, yeah.
I'm still too emotional.
It's about finding the balance.
It is a good balance, but I'm working on that as I mature. Is being less emotional, being more tactical. I will say I don't necessarily let emotions drive anything business-wise, but relationship-wise, friends, family, and others.
But I feel like those relationships are safe spaces for you to be emotionally overbearing and vulnerable, though, more than anything. Yeah, you can't be that way with nothing else that you got going on. Not with making money, not with your clothing, not with, you know what I'm saying, having a podcast and stuff like that. But family and friends, that's like the most. Oh, sorry.
I know, it's all good.
A talk show.
That's all right. I'm working on intent too. Because I'll be like, they're like, yeah, it's a podcast. I'm like, yeah, let's talk.
It's a talk show. I got you.
We got you. But no, that's important. Learning to be vulnerable in certain safe spaces. Yeah, but it's not about me. Anyways, whenever we were off camera, you stated that you saw a lot of things different than the first person who we interviewed as far as like social media and putting your kids. What made you come to that decision as far as being more reserved?
I don't know. It just depends. His brand, you know what I'm saying, is more so family oriented, you know what I'm saying? It's about, his brand is that, you know what I'm saying, putting that out there and receiving that. And mine necessarily is not. Okay. So I just don't post I post my daughter sometimes, like occasionally. But, like I don't post my daughter very much. I don't post my mom. Like I don't post my brothers, my siblings. Like I don't post people that are close to me on social media just because I know how fanned out people are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I experienced that on like a high level. So respectfully, like, so it's just that I just like to keep what's me and close to me like that way. When the camera goes off, you know what I'm saying? When I'm not on Instagram, when I'm not in the studio with vlog people recording me, like that's what I deal with, and that's what I want to deal with on my own time. That's just kind of how I am. I'm more private about stuff.
I like that perspective. I feel like I didn't went too overboard as far as being private. I deleted my Instagram.
You deleted your Instagram?
I did.
Right now?
It's gone. I don't know. I just felt.
You have a talk show.
The talk show has an Instagram page.
But you are your brand.
I don't know.
I know you've heard it. I know you've heard it a million times.
I don't think it's gone. Like,
it is. You can't.
You call it blood. It's gone.
You can't pull me up right now.
You deactivated it?
Exactly.
No, you can't pull it up. I deleted it. Oh no, I don't. I deactivated it. I don't plan on reactivating it though.
Oh, see that.
That's it.
You have to throw that in.
I really don't. I don't know. I was just really tired of being seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like.
How you tired of being seen? You have a talk show.
I know, it's such a fucking oxymoron. It doesn't make sense to me.
You have a clothing brand. That's the only thing. What else they gonna see? They can't see the product in no person. That's 2023. That's impossible.
I don't think so.
You gotta get mad.
I don't think so. I think whenever it comes to like certain brands, this is just an example. Like, how do I want to say it? Like Shein. I don't know who the fuck runs Shein, but I like their clothes. I'm gonna support. I'm gonna buy their clothes.
Well, Shein started. I bet you did know who it was.
I don't know. Maybe.
I bet you it was a black woman around here in America right now that was the face person of Shein, and she posted Shein every single day. I bet you there's some people in Georgia that probably know exactly who started Shein.
I don't know.
It's just $1 million company now, so you don't know.
I don't know.
Just like Google, we know who started Google. We do. I'm sure back then, if he had a social media, then he'll be on social media. That's how you gotta. I don't know. You gotta put them together.
And like, I've also been like trying to work on brand identity. I never want people to see New Wave and be like, oh, that's Machelle's. I never want people, because I feel like if anybody does that, they're like, I don't want to support it because it's so-and-so, because it's her. Or, I don't ever want the two to be synonymous. I want it to stand alone and have its own brand identity. And I can't explain it, even for the talk show, but it's like, you got to have a face for it, sort of. But like Oprah's logo is just Oprah in the name, you know what I'm saying? She's not like always the face, is she? I don't know. I'm still struggling.
Oprah is the face of a whole network.
But she had to work to get to that.
She never got to that. She's still the face of it.
Yeah.
Who else is the face
I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
She's the face
just
of the whole own network.
I don't know. I'm working on it.
I feel like, not trying to get on you, but I feel like when you think in that way, like that you're thinking too small. Because you said that you feel like people would not want to mess with your brand or shop your brand or whatever because it's you. Like people in Washington D.C., there's millions of people there that don't know you.
Right.
So how could they stop? How could you let somebody from here think about what? Yeah, who cares who knows you?
Thank you. Exactly. Who cares who knows me? Nobody cares who knows me. Just shop the clothes. I agree. Who cares who knows me?
Yeah.
No, on purpose.
You thinking about people that personally know you and think about what they're going to think about you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. How long have you known of me for real? Like, do you think? 2019.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good time.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot of shenanigans.
Yes, I have.
That's like me saying, I don't want to be on social media no more. I don't want to be a producer known anymore. I want to be on YouTube with no face because women have broken my stuff on social media, or I've gotten into whatever with certain niggas on social media, or I didn't tell you I'm getting into niggas on social media, but just saying like, oh, these niggas don't like me, and I didn't got shot behind that, so I'm just gonna get behind the computer on YouTube. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, that can't stop this. They gotta see this. They gonna have to see this. That's how we in a new age. They gotta see you. You gotta make them see you. And they can't see your brand if they're not gonna see you like simultaneously.
I don't know. A lot of people thought New Wave was started out by a man, and I loved that. They didn't know it was me behind it. I want to keep that aspect.
That can still come back, because in the end, I think what he really getting to is like you gotta keep the end game in mind. I'm trying to take this to
I think it'll come back.
So a person once it gets to where millions of people is supporting your brand, they won't. Half of them won't know it's you.
I feel like, and you got to think about like geographically, like you from Oklahoma, so you starting a brand that you have is going to be important to the blueprint of where we're from. So you have to have a face.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Like that's the only reason I do a lot of the stuff I do. I'm telling you, like I would never, if people really know me, like I would never go to the club.
Yeah.
I would never be out. I would never go to no people's functions. Nothing. I would not do none of that. I have to do that because people have to see this. They hear the music. It's like all the time. They hear people hear the music all the time. People bring people to my studio.
Yeah.
And how they treat me, I walk in the door, I shake everybody's hand, I don't say nothing. The first time somebody says the word GQ, everybody in the room act different. You gotta be like that.
Anyways, enough about me. You said that you are y'all on tour, you and Peasy, or you're working on something?
Yeah, we just, so there's an artist from OKC named Juice the Mac. Actually, Peasy just picked up artists from OKC. His name is Juice the Mac, Ghetto Boy Juice. He hard, he crazy. Me and him really just started. I just met him 2 months ago.
Wow.
He really be traveling and stuff. Like he really don't be here like that. But he reached out to me. We locked in. Like that's my boy. Like we really locked in, and we just been making incredible music. And shoot, the music that we've been making, the energy that we've been kind of sharing together, really has transpired into a whole big thing. So him and Peasy gonna do an album together, and I'm gonna work on some stuff with Peasy, like on this album by itself too. But they're gonna do a collab album that's coming out in like 3 months, I think. We almost done. This the last week, hopefully. Hopefully it's the last week. We've been working on this for too long, but hopefully it's the last week. So got that coming out. It's gonna be cool. But we've just been traveling, like I said. We've just been getting different scenery. Really,
what do you think delays the processing? Because you said hopefully. What's delaying the process? Do you know?
I ain't gonna lie, making good music and living fly, and, you know what I'm saying? That shit is addicting. Like, it makes you want to keep doing it. So where it's like, okay, we done with the album. Then we call each other like, dang, where you at this weekend? Oh, you in Houston? Oh, you in Miami? We might as well pull up on each other and keep working on this.
Oh, the life.
So it's just like, hopefully this the last weekend though. We need it to be done this weekend. I ain't gonna lie, like it needs to be done.
It needs to be.
It needs to be done. We making too much music, honestly.
Is it gonna come out like a mixtape?
No, it's gonna be an album.
Oh, it's an actual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real album. Like I said, he just picked him up, so it's gonna be his first project under Peasy. It's gonna be crazy, like.
Okay.
It's gonna be wild. I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for you.
It's heat too. It's really too heat. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't wait to hear it.
It's gonna be wild. I'll send you some stuff. I'll give you some exclusives.
Please, y'all hear that?
Share them to nobody.
I'm not gonna share it with y'all, but the Wave Talk is getting exclusive just internally.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple songs. They fired. I ain't gonna stay hard.
Thank you. I feel special. Thank you so much.
I don't ever talk that way about my own music, but that shit's pretty good.
That's when you know it's hitting.
It's hitting too hard. I ain't gonna lie. Like I wake up to listen in the shower hitting. That's how hard it's hitting.
Okay. Now, whenever you mentioned how you keep your brand exclusive, do you anticipate to get anybody up under you, or do you already have people up under you who are a part of it?
A lot of people ask me that. Honestly, I don't even like dealing with people like that. So
I can tell.
No, it's just because
Ain't nothing wrong with it though.
No, I just feel like when I have to deal with people, I want people to do things how I would like to do them. You know what I'm saying? And I know if I'm not mature enough as a boss, you know what I'm saying, or I'm not mature enough as the person overseeing people to allow them to do whatever they do their way and figure it out and not do it my way and get it right, like how I want it done. Yeah. And I just don't need to mess with it at all. So no, not really. I'm just doing me right now. I'm just living me, doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on right now. That'll come, I'm sure, in the future. But right now, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about myself, honestly.
When's your birthday?
June 2nd. I'm a Gemini.
You sound like my mom. It's like my mom. She's a Gemini as well. Like you sound really familiar.
I just like to do me. I'm not even worried about none of that. I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of people been asking me that.
I think it can be a distraction, especially with you going into it knowing how you are. If they can't do whatever it is that I need them to do the way that I want it done, I just don't need to touch it.
No, for sure. Especially when it comes to producing, like the game of producing is really just like, okay, if you're the person that has a producer camp, you know what I'm saying? Everything runs through you. So if you got other producers and they good, then they just you just put them on to what you got going on, and I'm not even done yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'll worry about that when I got Grammys and I can just not make beats. Then I'll be like, oh, I know this person hard. Oh, well, I didn't already work with Peasy. I didn't already did this with Babyface Ray. And so now I can pass y'all off to them. I'm not ready for that yet. Like, I'm still eating. So
you said not have to make beats anymore. It's not you still enjoy it though, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Not saying not have to.
Okay.
I know you big on intent, like you said.
I am.
Not necessarily have to, but just not have to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be more like passive with what I got going on. Like right now, I'm really more active. So I want to get to the point where I'm like Timbaland, like.
Right. True enough. He really doesn't have
probably
to
go to the studio and go crazy because he wants to, not just because like his kids depend on it. You know
right. Just for sport.
Yeah, for sport.
Yeah.
When it gets to that point, then I'll be like, yeah, I can mess with some other people for sure.
What would you say, or who was your big break? Because I'm going to say your big break.
Musically?
Oh, what, you've had a break elsewhere aside from music?
I ain't gonna lie, I was already popping before I even did music.
Let us know. Where is that from being a DJ since 15? Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Like, I already had, like, I ain't gonna lie, Chris McCain been seeing me since I was a kid. Like, I was young, like, little, tiny, 5'3", 100 pounds. Like, seriously, for real. Like, high top, blonde high top, swear to God, no lie. You been seeing
What school did you go to?
I went to PC North and Dale City, both equally. I went 2 years and 2 years.
Okay, what year did you graduate?
2013.
You're right up under me. It's all right. My brother went to Dale City a little bit. Which one did you go to first?
PC North.
Oh, then you know.
I went to Dale City 2011, my junior year.
Okay.
In high school. I was in Putnam City my whole life, though. Like, yeah, all my elementary schools and stuff, I was in Putnam City the whole time. But I forgot the question I was answering. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all remember? Anybody remember?
Shit, I forgot the question too. What did I ask you? Oh, the break.
Oh, what was my big break?
You told me aside from music, but musically, what was it?
Dang, I don't even know. Like,
because I heard you mentioned Babyface Ray. I didn't know you worked with him.
That was just like last week.
Oh, it's just recent.
Like 2 weeks ago. I'll say the first thing I ever did. I wasn't making beats then, but I got to go records with NBA Youngboy. That was in 2019.
Wow.
Like that Decided album that he came. He came here and he had that show. He recorded like half that album with me in Oklahoma at Castle Row. And like the album cover is actually OKC.
Really?
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Performing for the crowd.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Gerald Swain, that's that man.
He is that man. I love his photography.
I ain't gonna lie, that album was such a big win for Oklahoma. I feel like it didn't get enough love that it should have.
Not a lot of people put the notoriety on there.
But that was partly my fault though, because I never posted it. I just posted that like. Can I look at my phone?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll show you. I just posted that like literally a second ago. Like not. Did
you just get that phone? There's no case on it. People with no phone
broke.
cases make me nervous.
I don't be tripping. It'll get fixed if it get broke. It's broke right now, actually.
What's my phone?
Dang, I'm trying to find it because I just posted it. I'm like, man, this is a crazy time. There it is right there. I just posted it. Oh, September of last year. That happened in 2017. I never posted it. I never posted the cover. I never posted it and said, like, I posted a picture with NBA Youngboy and said, we got some work in.
And that's
the day that it happened. But I never posted about it.
You never even followed up or talked about it.
No. That's how I am.
Do you regret doing that or no?
No, I don't.
It just happened the way it was supposed to?
That shit don't matter to me. Like,
right.
Everybody being on your nuts is not, like, for certain people, that shit is, like, everything to people. But, like, notoriety and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, I was just raised different. That don't move me, like, as much as it moves other people. So
that clout culture is huge right now.
I was just happy to get a notch in my belt, honestly, at that time. I was like, man, because, you know, when you grinding and you doing, like, entrepreneurship, you just be like, every day feel like the day that you want to give up. So, like, whenever you have those moments and those times that make you feel like, yeah, this is what I'm doing and I'm really good at this, I held on to that more than I do, like, notoriety from social media and shit like that. Like, people, I talk about that all the time, like women, like when I like meet women and stuff, and like they whole basis is like social media and like what's my engagement, what's my following, what's my idea. Like, bro, I get way more followers than you. I got way more likes on my pictures than you. I'm way more salty than you, and I don't never speak of that. So like for me to endure other people like that,
right?
I hate that.
It's
like,
brutal.
It's super brutal because why? Like that
Why
means that
so
shit
much
don't
other
mean nothing.
shit?
That don't mean nothing. Like
Right.
there's people out here that got all followers and no dollars. Like
that's a fact.
Followers and dollars don't be matching up. So like to that should be like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You meet people in real life, they're gonna look at you crazy.
Exactly, because you're worried about social media engagement. Right, exactly.
This ain't even you. When I'm looking at my phone, I look at you, that's not the same thing. So it's just like trying to keep up, like, you know what I'm saying, stay grounded with that. I don't really try to let that kind of stuff sway me all the way, you know what I'm saying? So no, I don't really regret it. I'd be like, man, people tell me all the time, man, I should like post more and stuff like that, but I just be like, that's why I post now. Like, I wouldn't even be posting now if it wasn't for people really getting on me. Like, my manager's always getting on me.
Yeah.
Bro, you out here living people's dreams and you just act like you don't want to post it. I don't want to post it. I don't even post on my story when I be doing stuff. Like,
post the shit way later. People like, you stay on the go. I'm like, I did that shit 2 minutes ago.
That was 3 months ago, my boy. That shit old as hell.
It's real old. But we didn't get to the core. How did y'all link up in 2017?
Oh.
Who was the...
So, it's an artist from Dallas. His name's BMO Turk. He did a song with NBA Youngboy's brother, OG3, the night before. And we was up like 6 o'clock in the morning at the studio. Wow. I had went home. I was asleep. I was asleep for like 2 hours, 8 o'clock. And a number was blowing up my phone. I'm like, I don't even know who it is. So, excuse me. So I answered it, and it was freaking Youngboy on the phone.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm like,
and you over here not answering.
I said, what the heck?
He's
like, yeah, like my brother told me about you, and I was about to get on the plane, but I want to stay and I want to record. So can we go to the studio? I was like, yeah, I'll be there in a little bit. And we ended up doing 12 hours after that. So it was really like, shout out to Turk, my boy. But
and this is really young, because he's young already.
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah, 2017. He's still a teenager.
I think I want to say it was 2019. Maybe.
Wow, okay,
my years still. But it was one of the two, 2017, 2019. But yeah, he was young. He was super young. I was super young. I ain't gonna lie. I was young as heck. Like,
did you even realize how big that opportunity was at the time?
Of course.
Yeah.
He was already popping though.
Yeah.
That was like, that was after 38 Baby. Like that was way after that. So he was already booming. And that concert that was here, that was when he wasn't doing shows like that, if y'all remember. Like he wasn't doing shows. So when he had that show here, it was like the biggest thing ever. That's why all that stuff had transpired from that, because of that. But yeah, he had called me. We went to the studio. He really funny. I could do a whole dang segment about how funny.
Really?
He tripping.
Funny?
No, he's not.
Oh.
No, not funny. He's not funny tripping. I laugh at people that act like how he act, for real. I'm cracking up. Like, bro, it's a demon. Like he tripping, bro.
He tripping. Bro, like, nigga, sit down.
Like all the interviews that you see and stuff, like there's other rappers that you be like, you think they this way, and then you meet them and they cool, super cool, but he not cool. Like, no, he not cool.
He not cool.
No. He cool to me. He was cool to me.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't cool to nobody else, though.
Oh, like
he came
asshole?
in the studio. He was looking around. He shook my hand. He like, UGQ? I'm like, yeah. He just kept looking around the room. I'm like, are he tripping?
Right.
He was like, he came up to me. He was like, who was all these niggas in here? I said, these are the engineers that work here. He said, everybody can get the fuck out. Everybody just didn't say nothing else. Everybody just looking around the room. I'm like, he was talking to his homies too.
Right, damn.
He like, everybody get the fuck out. Oh, my mom. He don't like people being in his space when he records. That's understandable though.
That's very understandable. I need to be just us and her.
Yeah, he be tripping, but he cool. Like people like that don't bother me. Weak people would probably bother weak people like that.
Weak people?
Yeah, like people that can't handle confrontation and shit like that. Like they gonna not rock with him. They gonna be like, nah, he too extra. Like
my feelings would be hurt.
Nah, he lethal. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
he'll say anything. Oh God.
Yeah, I don't need to be around him.
Yeah.
Did it take you some time to find out, or not to find out, but to find his sound? Or did you already have something ready? Or, like, did y'all make all of that on the spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was from scratch. I didn't make no beats on that. I just engineered that. I mixed and mastered and recorded it. And that's like a big lesson that I learned. That was one of the biggest lessons I learned that made me like the producer I am today. Like, I wasn't as good back then. I was kind of fresh. That was, like I said, I was kind of fresh. And I was so underprepared. Like I didn't know how to like really make shit back then. Like I could make what I wanted to make for me, but I didn't know how to necessarily make everything for everybody.
scary.
Yeah, so I definitely failed, like, in the room at that moment, for sure.
I mean, they didn't know that, did they? It transpired to be good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah and no.
Oh.
Like,
What's the no?
because if NBA Youngboy walks into the studio, this is NBA Youngboy. Like, this is the biggest person ever, like, like, one of the biggest ever. This is, like, Prince, Michael Jackson, Drake, NBA Youngboy, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, at that moment, I felt like I failed. Like, dang, I could have damn near produced the whole album if it was today and he walked in today, I would have made every song on that one. But I didn't make no songs on it. And I just got engineering credits and money. That's cool.
It's cool, but
it's
I
like,
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not your full. It wasn't what I was fully capable of, and I really pushed for like excelling myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I do the best.
That's the reason why you didn't really post about it, because it just wasn't like you were like it's cool, but
oh no, I'm just like that. I don't be caring. At Castle Rock, we worked on the Carter 5.
Oh shit!
Nobody ever seen it.
Never.
Exactly, because that's how we is. That's just.
I remember that. I heard about that shit. Put it out for a long time. Just couldn't get it through there.
Yeah, I've done a lot of. I'm telling you, I've done. My rap sheet is long, but my Instagram list is short. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I am. I just like it to be that way. Yeah, you gotta have balance, and that's why I'm a big person about balance. You know what I'm saying? I try not to be consumed by what people want the world to be consumed by, because I mean, I'll be around a lot of people that be lost by a lot of stuff that I don't get into, and it's just like I try to make sure that I don't be that way.
Now, since you are a dad raising children in this day and age, how everything is so social media based, so clout driven, how do you steer her or your children away from that? And
my daughter 1, so she ain't really old enough. But when she does, I'm an old school parent though. Like, I'm gonna be an old school parent. I don't believe in whipping kids and stuff like that. But when it comes to like stuff like having a phone, like my daughter mama got her a dang tablet.
Already
1 year old, bro. I'm like, bro.
That's soon.
But that's like the norm now.
It is.
But that shit crazy. Like,
maybe crazy for not having one.
But my daughter really smart though. Like, she not like, I would never let my daughter be like the kid that can't operate a tablet and don't know. Like, my daughter 1, she can say I'm 1. She can count to 3. She know her ABC. She know colors. You know what I'm saying? She like 1 in 5 months. So it's like, it's about the balance, like I said.
A very good job.
But nah, I'm not jiggy with that. That social media. My kid ain't gonna have no social media. My kid, like back then, my parents, I got a beat down. I got a bully beat down, boy, for sneaking and having a Facebook. I got the biggest bully beat down, boy. And back then I was, you a kid, I hate my daddy tripped me, he always don't let me have no fun. But like, now that I'm grown, and like I said, now I can say I'm not on Instagram going crazy, fake flexing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, tripping. I'm not out here tripping. And I owe that to my parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand it then, but now I see. Like, people that parents wasn't watching them, wasn't regulating what they had going on, they out here different. Yeah. They move different. How they kids, they raise their kids not giving a fuck because they don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit just like, that should be crazy. Like, I'm not with that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them old school. I'm an old school unk. I'm a real unk. I'm young, but I'm really old. Like, I'm 40. I'm only 27, but I'm really 40, and I don't be playing about shit like that.
Eternal soul.
My daughter is not gonna be. No, we're not gonna do none of that. If you're gonna have a son, it wouldn't be the same. Like,
you said it wouldn't.
No, I'm saying like it wouldn't be the same as in like I wouldn't allow neither of them to do neither of the things that I don't want them to do.
I was like, no, we're not gonna be so
I'm not one of them. Okay, if I have a son, he's gonna be the same, the same strict parenting. Like, it's certain stuff that you gotta be able to access that stuff when you're ready. And if you access stuff prematurely, it just hinders how you are in the long run, I feel like.
I can definitely see that too, kids being exposed to certain things way too soon can just be fine.
For sure.
How did your parents react whenever you told them that this is what you wanted to do full time coming out of pre-law? They were super supportive?
Nah, my mom is actually in doctorate school right now. So okay, I'll tell you how that, you already know how that goes. Right. She had AK and stuff, so like, nah. To this day, she's still like, I want to say like maybe like 2 months ago was the first time my mama was like, because I'm really like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I be wanting to prove my parents wrong when it comes to this, you know what I'm saying? Because for the longest, like along the journey, I went through a lot of ups and downs, and my mom, she always used to like tell me like, I just don't feel like this is what God has in store for you. I don't think that God wants you to do music. You know what I'm saying? She used to put that on me. You feel me? I used to be in the studio working my hardest. You know what I'm saying? And that always be in the back of my mind, like, oh, my mama don't think that. You know what I'm saying? This is what God has for me. You feel me? That's like a big burden on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like I said, like 2 months ago, she hit me up like randomly, and she was just like, if you never win a Grammy, you know what I'm saying? If you never make $1 million, like, I'm proud of you because you really you really went against everything that everybody had for you. You know what I'm saying? And you really stuck it out and became successful with what you do. So it's just like,
That'd be a real validation.
no, for real. Ever since then, I piped up times 10 even more because now I feel like I don't have that pressure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta prove nobody wrong. I just gotta do me. So, yeah.
Parents don't even realize how that little inkling of support matters, like how much that's important. Because I remember I was in high school and I was like, yeah, I want to go to Langston. And she's like, I'm not Langston. That's a ghetto ass school. And I was like, well, I want to go to Prairie View. Don't go there. That's a ghetto school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I want to do hair. Now, this is back in 2012. If I would have been doing hair since 2012, I would have been like a celebrity stylist or some type of shit. But I feel like our parents, if it's not like a career, they just don't see any future in it.
You can't blame them, though.
No, they grew up differently than us.
Yeah, you can't blame them. I mean, it's tough out here. We know it's tough out here for people that's not having career fields right now.
Exactly.
Like, if you're not hustling, like, if you're not doing a hustle and you're not really going towards a career, like, it's like, dang, it's tough out here right now. You feel me? Just because of how stuff, not for real. I'll be looking at that shit all the time. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If I never trapped and I never, like, if I didn't do law school and I never trapped and I never did music, then, like, what the fuck? What the fuck would I be doing? Like, that's like, people live like that every day. You know what I'm saying?
I know a few, and like I said, it hurts to watch all that wasted potential, all that wasted whatever.
Wasted time.
Time. We were just talking about that.
I already know. Yeah.
Time is so valuable.
Time is the most valuable thing ever.
More valuable than an American dollar. Ain't got no value.
That shit ain't got no value.
No value at all. Did you hear they about to stop printing money?
They should.
They said what in like. Don't quote me on this, guys, but I think 5 to 8 years, I think they're going to stop the production. Everything's about to go to
digital currencies.
Yeah.
The world going in if they do that.
Oh, no more physical money. It already doesn't have a value.
People is crazy. You take away monetary, physical money from people, they're going to be tripping.
Like, you mean to tell me this ain't worth nothing?
Yeah.
You can't take that.
We can get into a whole, we can get to a whole thing.
I honestly wouldn't mind it though, because I hate cash.
I love cash.
So they're gonna stop printing, but it still won't have value, right? Until
that part I don't know.
I think they're gonna stop printing it to increase the value.
Right.
Because we don't have what is it called? We don't have resource value. Money's resource value is way low right now.
Our money isn't based on it.
Yeah.
It used to be based on
gold.
Shit. It's not. It's based on promissory notes now. It is based on human money. That's why US dollar is backed up behind your ass.
Yep.
All these trillions of dollars in debt.
Like, what even is trillions of dollars in debt? Like, what the fuck?
But we still giving Ukraine money. What money are we giving? What money
They just signing off on computer screen shit. Like,
they know none of us understand all
3 million. Send it. What the fuck? Where did this even come from?
Thanks. Like, no, for real. I'm curious. Now, since we talking numbers and stuff, as you saw previous interview, I like to ask my guests a little trivia question. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Great.
So we're about to test your knowledge, just real quick.
I just want you to know.
I feel like you're pretty bright. Like,
I'm a 2-time state champion in knowledge ball. So.
And knowledge ball.
Yeah, I do this.
That's hot.
Yeah, okay. I do this. Shouldn't be too hard. I had McCain shit already. I knew it was 72 as soon as you asked the question. I'm like, all right, yeah. We live.
Okay. Let me make this shit hard then.
You can make it a little hard. Don't go too crazy. Like,
I'm gonna try.
You know what I'm saying? Make it a little hard. I was just making fun of my mama the other day because she be on me.
About what?
About she be just being funny and shit. And I'll be like, man, you know who I am? She be like, I know you won 2 state championships in knowledge ball. I don't give a fuck.
What, were you in National Honor Society?
No.
I would. You know, we smart over here.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. That's the best way to be. Come on.
The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the U.S. from where?
France.
Damn it! I said it was easy though.
Yeah.
I just had to see how easy it was for him. You like math? You like numbers?
Yeah.
Which
It's my favorite subject. I love money. That's how I love money.
I hate math.
I love math.
So you probably about to get this one too. Which of the following fractions is equivalent to 1/3? 9/27, 10/40, or 3/1?
9/27.
We're gonna give him a few more. How many amendments are in the Bill of Rights?
13.
You're close. You're really
Is it
close.
12?
You're getting closer.
How many is it?
It is 10.
It's 10?
It is 10. Mm-hmm.
Bill of Rights is just like the first two, and then it's like
Oh, okay. I'm like,
I know what you're thinking of.
on God, there's the 12th Amendment is real as fuck, nigga. Like,
no.
okay. First 10? Okay.
Whatever.
I got you. I'm like, I know I ain't tripping. I was about to get in the car, get on Google, like, they didn't got me on the camera. No, this one.
Okay, 1 inch is equal to how many centimeters?
Jesus Christ.
You can
That's
ask the
tough.
audience for help if you want to.
How many, you said, how many,
I didn't know shit.
how many centimeters in 1 inch?
1 inch is equal to how many centimeters?
5 centimeters is not an inch.
What, 1,000?
No.
3, 2.
You're very close with 3. It's 2.54.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to think about it. I'm like, a centimeter is only like 3. 2.54. That's tough.
He said 5.
You got me with that one.
He done doubled it. Okay, I'm gonna give you one final one. I'm gonna leave you alone with the question.
All right. Give me 2 because I got too long. I got to make it. I got to win.
Okay, I like it. I like his
We got to go at least 3 for 5. You feel me? That's still a pass. That's like a B. You feel me? Yeah.
Okay. Budapest is the capital of what European country?
Singapore.
Say it again. What's the name?
Budapest.
Is the capital of which European country?
Don't hurt me.
Budapest.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask for a hint? I'm gonna ask you a question for the hint though. Is it ethnically? Is it Middle Eastern, Asian, or white?
White.
That just threw me because I definitely thought it was. I thought it was a Middle Eastern country. I don't know, what is it?
Hungary.
I wasn't gonna get that. I wouldn't have got that.
I was about to look up Hungarians. I don't know what they look like.
Hungarians are. I know some Hungarian wrestlers. I used to wrestle Greco. They kind of like different.
Why does that remind me of Russian? Hungarians remind me of Russian.
Yeah, they kind of like in that vibe.
Okay.
Like they kind of like in that
Okay,
vibe.
I'm
Yeah.
not tripping. They're not close. Okay.
They like brute people.
They're like what people?
Brute people.
Brute people. Okay.
You know,
Like
you know what I mean.
force?
Yeah. Brute people are like brute force people.
Oh, okay.
Like wrestlers,
Yeah.
people that work in industrial stuff. Like they like them kind of people. Yeah. Like Russians. Russians are brute people.
They wake up and drink vodka for the morning, like, what? Okay. I've seen it. Oh, I keep forgetting I got the mic right here. Okay. This is my last question.
All right, come on.
You have 20 pairs of shoes, but there's only room in your closet for 8 shoes. How many pairs of shoes do you have to get rid of?
You have 20 pairs of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
That means that you have 40 shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Only 8 can fit in your closet.
Mm-hmm.
So you subtract that. That's 32 shoes, 16 pairs.
Yeah, good job.
All right, bet.
Good job. That was our little segment. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
For sure.
I love those questions. I need to get it to where I've got them like already ready, you know what I'm saying? So I
No, it's all good.
whenever you was asking for hints, I'm like,
Yeah, they white people.
yeah.
Hungarians are pretty white.
Yes. So what's next for GQ? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years,
Yeah, 5 years. I feel like that's a good time frame.
I feel like I'm 27. In 5 years, I probably don't want to be known like that. I don't want to
want to be known like that.
No, I probably don't want to be seen, honestly.
You can be off the grid.
For the most part.
Day.
For the most part, I'm gonna be like my dream, really. I want to have like a mansion, like a ranch house mansion in Montana. I want to have like a lot of land. Like I want to be around like a lot of natural resources and stuff. I don't really plan on just like I feel like I'm like this is my first year balling. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ball for like 5 years.
Okay.
I'm gonna go crazy for 5 years for sure.
Okay.
Like it's only January and I've been going crazy for real. So the rest of these couple years I'm gonna be going crazy, and then after that I'm gonna be burnt out. I already know. So I'm just gonna make music from afar, take care of my family, that type of shit.
So how do you plan to make that transition after that? You know, that 5 year span. That's at the point where you feel like you don't have to make music anymore.
Cold turkey. I'm just gonna be gone.
I like it. Do you have any like goals or anything written down? Are you a big manifester?
So for New Year's this year, I'm a huge manifester. This year for New Year's, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go out. I didn't like party or anything. I didn't drink alcohol or like none of that really. I just was at the house and I just really focused my mind on like what I want to achieve this year, like what kind of headspace I want to be in, and just kind of stuff like that. I wasn't really. Last year, I spent a lot of time like sacrificing myself. I felt like so this year I was like I cut that off on the 31st, not even the first. Like I sat, I wrote it down, I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? Like my goals and stuff, of course, but more so I feel like people try to like think about what they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, in the next year, and I spend a lot of my time thinking about what I'm not gonna do this year. So yeah, I'm a big manifester though. Like I meditate every day. I do like a shower meditation. You ever done that?
No, I haven't.
Shower meditation's fire.
I struggle to meditate. I cannot quiet my thoughts.
I'm the same. That's why I do it in the shower. Because I feel like in the shower, like that's when you think the most.
Yeah.
Like you're alone time, you think about the day, you think about everything. Like thoughts just come to you, you know what I'm saying? And a part of meditation is allowing thoughts to come to you and you exercising them to let them go or to harness them and make them better or evolve them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm really big on meditation. Like manifestation and meditation. Like I'm really big on that. Manifestation, I promise you, like this year, everything that's happened to me this year, I swear I've literally said this shit like word for word. Like me and Juice telling me, like we was in like a couple weeks ago, we was in like when we first started working on PZ tape, we sitting in the kitchen, we listen to songs, we just chilling, smoking. Like that's my boy. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like we like really got connected, and like we would just be talking about shit like, oh yeah, we gonna do this. Oh, PZ going like before this nigga PZ asked this nigga to be a ghetto boy, I already knew.
Felt it.
I felt it. Like just the moments, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm aware of like how people feel in the room, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I just seen it, like it just came to me, like yeah, my boy about to be a ghetto boy.
A lot of people don't have that type of
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Ability. What do you think sets you apart from other producers here in Oklahoma City? What? Too cliche of an answer?
No, I was about to say some crazy shit.
What? Say it.
They just can't fuck with me.
Oh, I know that's right.
They can't.
That's right.
I feel like I can make anything. I feel like I have a lot of variety, and I feel like work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like smart work ethic, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit in the studio and make 80 beats a day. Like, there's no way.
Right.
I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? But just like working hard and knowing where to work hard and when to work hard, you know what I'm saying, is very important. Like I said, I feel like I have a lot of like variety in my sound. I can make anything. I can really do anything that people ask me to. And I can make my own sound. I develop my own sound and can do other sounds, you know what I'm saying?
It's an important trait to have.
And
variety.
I feel like my love for the craft, I'll say that too. I just really love music. I tell people all the time, like, everybody's ministry is different, you know what I'm saying? I feel like music is my ministry. Like, when I'm doing music with people, I allow people to grow. And I kind of aid people to grow personally, you know what I'm saying? And as a musician, both. I make sure I take the time out to do that. Like, whenever I'm working with people, because I only work with people I want to work with. Right. I don't work with people I don't want to work with. Like, I don't even record people I don't want to record.
How do you have that conversation? I'm so non-confrontational.
Like tell them that I don't want to work with them.
Yeah, like if you got somebody who's approaching you, already know ahead of time. Like, no, I'm not.
I don't say nothing.
Oh, you don't say anything.
I don't got to.
I mean, you just look at them and be like.
I don't even. I mean, it's not an in-personal conversation.
Oh, okay.
Like if people hit me up,
yeah.
I do it all the time. People hit me up. They're like, "Bro, I want to work with you." 50 people hit me up every day saying that. Okay, I'll say, "All right, that's cool. We can definitely get it in. Like, I'm not gonna turn you away. Send me some of your music. If you send me your music and it sucks, you'll never hear from me again." Straight up. So if you seeing this and you never got a text back, you got left on scene, just know you need to get in the gym, my boy.
Oh.
Because you're not. I can't do nothing with you right now. Like,
It
would take too much time out of my life to kind of develop you into what I could see you being as an artist. Like it'd take too much time. So I'd rather just, I know what I want to work with. I know who has certain qualities that I would like to work with in all genres.
Right.
And I build off of that. Like if I don't want to rock with you, there's nothing wrong with it. I got a studio with three studios in it.
Right.
I said it in the song. I said if he ain't hard, I'm gonna pass it to man, get money, my nigga gotta keep it in the fam. For real.
I like that.
Like if you're not hard, I'm not fucking with you, bro. But my nigga Van, he gotta get money. He gotta pay bills. He gotta pay rent. And my nigga, that's his taste. That's what he wanna do. He wanna get this money. Go over there and record. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's because I take time to really. I'm gonna sit in the studio. If you say a bar that's weird, or if you say something weak, I'm gonna tell you like, nah, bro, you gotta do this. Like that takes time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have the monetary value to pay for my time how I want to be paid, or at the extent that I like to. So I just leave it alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. I still respect people. I still, you know what I'm saying? I'll even support people. But am I gonna actually involve myself in what they got going on? No, I can't do that. Because I got a brand that's valuable. People know when you hear SAUCEMEUPGQ on the song is hitting. Like I ain't heard a bad song with my tag on it since in like I would say like 2 years. Like or just a trash song that niggas just think that shit weak as hell. Like, nah. I don't even let that happen.
Tell us the song that you're talking about that's on your mind?
No, I ain't got a specific one.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
I thought you was like 2 years.
No, I'm just saying like in 2 years, like the past, because last year, like I said, last year I was really like I was on some different type of time, like with my music and like really trying to like hone my craft and really lock in on what I'm trying to do. And then this year is more so just executing that shit, really, you know what I'm saying? So if I ain't rocking with it, I ain't fucking with it. I don't even, like I said, I don't sell beats on YouTube because I'll damn near go to the hospital if I heard a weak ass nigga on my beat. For real. I'm so serious. That'll give me a heart attack. Like, nah, bro. You can't rap on my shit no more, bro. I bought beats back from niggas. I'm so serious. I'm lethal. I'm not caring for real. Alright. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That shit wasn't that hard to me, bro. And I didn't record it. And then I like my stuff to be sourced for me. So I'll send your money back. I'll send your money back.
You got your money back.
Oh, what you mad for?
Right, that's definitely.
You be more mad at me because you didn't get on my beat than me being mad at you because you suck. So it's just like, yeah, take your money back. I'll make money.
Speaking of money, do you feel like some people trick themselves off whenever they can't see opportunity unless it's attached to a dollar sign? Or do you feel like, because I feel like where you are now, you wouldn't have to work, you know, for something that didn't have a dollar sign attached to it. But do you?
That's not true.
No, okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
I feel like, man, I ain't gonna lie. This is I'm gonna drop a bomb on you in this interview. For real. I mean, because as like everybody know, I used to be like, well, I am still, but I used to be signed to Sauce Walker and shit. And like they cool, like I rock with them. They very like my brothers. I really like them, you know what I'm saying? As people and shit, like being around them and stuff, that's cool. But when it comes to like business, like there is no opportunity, you know what I'm saying, that you're willing to devalue yourself over. I don't believe that.
Right.
Just because, I mean, it depends on your stage though. If you're just starting and you're trying to get your name out there, of course, you don't have to do shit for free. But it just depends on you to make the decision of like, does this increase my value as a person? With any brand, any product, like, does this increase my value? Does me giving away, losing monetary value, does it increase my value in the long run? Most of the time, no. Sometimes, yes. And it just depends. Like if it's personal shit attached, like all of that matters. But I feel like a lot of people dangle opportunity in people's face to dog them. And I think that shit lame as hell.
Yeah.
That's like, if you got a woman, you know what I'm saying? If you got pape, like you're not gonna dangle your pape in front of your girl to make her act right. Like that's crazy.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll never get nothing out of that. So you can't dangle opportunity in front of a producer face like, oh yeah, working with me, you're gonna get to experience this, or you're gonna get to meet this person, but like, nigga, you're not getting no monetary value. Like that shit baked. Like that shit ain't shit. Like we got kids, niggas got bills. Like I feel like if the opportunity ain't the opportunity that's just like top level, top shelf opportunity, like that you can see getting from the situation, then that shit you gotta get paid, my nigga. Like the world running on bread right now. You feel me? Like rapping, all that shit. Like people that come to me, they tell me they want to rap. Like if you try to argue me down about how much my beat costs, or if you try to argue me down about how much you gotta pay for this studio session, I can tell you right now that you're not built to be no rapper. You don't even got the legs. Why are you haggling? You ain't even got the legs, bro. Like if you can't pay me $60 to record for 1 hour,
right,
then how the fuck can you put $1,000 on your marketing budget? You can't, nigga. You can't afford the shoes on your feet. That shit lame. Like niggas need to stop rapping when they doing shit like that. Go do free open mic shows.
Right. That's basically
put your music on SoundCloud and let people be fans of your music for free. Mm-hmm. But this shit, like, it depends on what you do it for. Like people, not everybody is Chris McCain, you feel me, for the love of music. Right. Most niggas don't love music. A lot of niggas don't love music. They just want to be rich and famous. Yeah. Don't sit in niggas' face and piddle paddle and try to get deals and shit. And your end goal is to be rich. Like that's not even correct thinking. That's like trapping. Like, bro, there's no way.
You can do something else to get rich. You ain't gotta do music.
Like, bro, you're not gonna keep hitting up the plug for dirt weed all the time, bro. And then tell niggas that you want to have a cookies brand one day. That don't fucking make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. And that's how niggas be living. Like that shit. No. So money, as much as people try to make it seem like, money, like getting money for your art, like it comes, you know what I'm saying? It comes. You gonna look up 6 years and nigga, it ain't came yet, then what? It's a lot of niggas in Oklahoma. Bro, we've never had no major rappers like that. Everybody, it's gonna come. The time's gonna come. Yeah. Niggas been sitting here for 10, 15 years. 10 years. Like, niggas not thinking about 10 years is 10 years, but that's so much fucking time. Yeah. Like, that's so much time. 10 years waiting. Like, waiting on something to come to you. Like, waiting on the money to come to you. Waiting on somebody to find you and deem you good enough to where they want to put you on a platform where they want to make you better. That's not how that shit go. And it's never gonna go like that no more. Like, people was only able to have them type of opportunities in a time where people was not knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, about music. Like, of course, back then they could, in New York, you know what I'm saying, if you was talented, they could find you and be like, oh, I want to give you a deal. You hard, like you're a generational talent. You're a great rapper. Yeah, because they can give you a fucked up ass contract.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about that shit, but now you can't go up to just anybody and just give them a fuck contract. Like, some people still signing that shit, but like social media is real, you know what I'm saying? People are getting more aware about shit like that. Bro, you can't just tell a nigga, oh, I think you good, and give a nigga a fucked up contract. Like, it's not working out like that no more. So, you know what I'm saying? Money talk. Like, you gotta invest in yourself, you gotta invest in your craft, and when people see you investing in yourself and investing in your craft, then that's when they want to give you something. Niggas don't even invest in a nigga that ain't doing it. Like, that go for any and everything. Like, that's for real. True. There's no way.
For a business. They want to see your business plan.
Why would I give you some business funding, bro, and you're not even doing what you can do now? Right. Here. It's impossible. You can't do it for the free stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like people lie to people, you know what I'm saying? GQ said it here. Get paid. Try to get paid. Get to where you can get paid, I should say. Because that's the end goal, you know what I'm saying? You got to have the pay. You got to be able to invest in yourself. I spent $30,000 in 2020? Mm-hmm. Spent $30,000.
Just investing in yourself?
Yeah. Traveling. Mm-hmm. I had a manager. My manager, I had the opposite manager. Most people have managers that pay for their shit. I had to pay for my manager. I had to take my manager everywhere.
Yeah.
Every Airbnb, every meal, every flight, every fucking meeting, every time it's time to get fresh and go out, nigga, I pay for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people can say, oh, Sauce Me Up got this person rapping on this shit, this person rapping on this shit, this person rapping on this shit. Like, yeah, because I spent $30,000 like 2 years ago making sure that people heard me. I've been hard. Like, I've been decent at making beats, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to touch people everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, Oklahoma, we a ground zero place, you know what I'm saying? So, like I was telling you, like, when you're in a ground zero place, you kind of have to handle different things differently than other people. Like, yeah, you're going to have to kind of, like Juice, my nigga Juice, he did it right, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got his own pay, he invested in himself. Before he even met me, he was already investing in himself. He met me and it just boosted it up all the way because I was able to give him some direction, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, like, if you're not investing in yourself, realistically, if you're not willing to bet on yourself, then you're never gonna win. Especially with doing music these days. Like, gotta bet on yourself for real. Like, that shit so important. I've been trying to get that to people because I be getting like irritated now. Like, my friends, like, bro, no, like, people, you know what I'm saying? People be like, bro, shit, that nigga Juice got an album with PZ, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you think you just, you know what I'm saying, spread it out? What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Right.
Like,
you shouldn't even want an opportunity like that. You should have wanted to have gotten it on your own the same way you did.
man, that's not realistic.
People don't see it like
No.
that. I don't see why you can't do it because you're already right here, so you might as well put. I know too many people like that.
It's a way to do it though.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, I meant to say this too. Like, I feel like money is like a membership card. Having bands is a membership card. I figured that out quick. Like, do people really care how much money you really got? Do niggas sit around in the studio and be like, oh God, I got, this is a cool 75. Right. Nah, nigga, I got 215 right here. Like, no. It's just like, did you go through the turmoil of being able to have these bands? I respect you because I know what it took. I done lost money after money after money getting this check from rapping, or I done lost 100 packs trying to get to this 250,000. You know what I'm saying? They respect that. That's what people respect. Labels too. Yeah. A label, they will give you more money because they see that you have your own money. When they know that you they end all, bro, they're gonna treat you like that. They're gonna give you the cap of money they think you should have, right. And that's that. If you got your own money, they be like, okay, I know if the budget goes sour or if he don't produce, like, he gonna be able to still do something. Like, right. If you can't have that, then you don't have nothing. So get your membership card. Get your membership card. If you want to do, it depends on your level though. If you want to do big things, but you got to get your membership card. Like, that shit really changed my life for real. Like, just traveling and stuff. Like, me not saying nothing, me not, you know what I'm saying? Me just being quiet all the time, me just sitting in the back of the room. Like, I've been in the biggest rooms and been in the back of the room and made nothing of it. Gotta stop doing that. I did that for a whole year, real shit. And like, when you in them showers, like I said, when I'm in them showers and I get to think about that shit, I'm like, man, I'm fucking up. I'm getting there. I'm there. I'm me. I'm cold as fuck. I'm there. But I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how, like, a lot of people in the industry, like, he's there with the industry to an extent, like, you know, like, it's not about, you don't got to be flashy. It's not about having chains, having diamond teeth. I don't have none of that shit. But I got paper though. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to somewhere and I gotta eat or I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Like, it's just, especially dealing with rappers, like, that's how they are. Like, especially rappers that got it off the hustling, you know what I'm saying? Not just industry plants and shit. But like, they treat that shit differently. It's a membership card. Like, they respect you. You know what I'm saying? You in their face and you talking to them about some shit that's passionate to you. Right. They gonna take that shit in because they know this nigga really been through the fire. Right. A nigga that don't never been through the fire, that's like getting in a car to kill somebody, get in a car with somebody to kill somebody and you ain't never seen them do nothing. You don't know what the fuck about to happen. Like, he could tell on you today, he could cry, he could shoot you in the back of the head, you never know, you know what I'm saying? But somebody that you know been through the fire, you know, all right, if I get into a situation with this person, or if I gotta handle this situation accordingly with my music, I know he not gonna hold me because he didn't been through the fire before. He built differently. Niggas that's not built like that be fucking people. And that's how the game be getting fucked up all the time. Right. People that ain't not built to be doing shit or like portraying shit that they're not supposed to be portraying. Like that's why niggas out here dying off drugs and getting smacked right now because niggas tripping. Like rappers back then, like bro, even Snoop Dogg and they're like, bro, these young niggas are tripping. I'm a millionaire off rapping. What the fuck?
Right. Go seek some help. Find you a different avenue.
That's like Snoop Dogg getting popped in the streets, like when he was like being Snoop Dogg. Like, bro, no, nigga, like that shit is dead. Like, bro, you rich as hell. Niggas be too rich.
Too rich.
No, niggas just be trying to be too in tune with the people.
And sometimes you can't because it'll be a detriment.
No, you can't be in tune.
Ain't no reason why Takeoff should be dead. He should have been out there.
Real
I
shit.
don't even want to get into that right now.
That's real though. I mean, a lot of rappers that have been dying is just on some shit like that. Like, why is you shooting dice? Why are you doing this? Why are you like, bro, you got.
Why you take all them, like, stuff like that? Especially stuff like Big Scar. Like, you did that to yourself. There's nobody forced you to take the shit like that. Even whenever they were having that discussion about Gucci Mane, because at first I was a little bit upset. Like, what do you mean you want them chains back? But
yeah.
I done invested all of this money in you, all of this time, and here you go. You know what I'm saying? Trick off the opportunity, and then your family and stuff is taking pictures of the change and shit. I done paid for the film, but I want my other stuff back.
No, for sure. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Give me that back.
Financially, a lot of that shit don't even be in ownership. So, I mean, why the fuck would Gucci let you keep a chain that's leased? Like that he paying, that he financed. He financed. He got 30 chains. All them hoes cost $100,000 a piece. Literally, real diamonds, flawless. Like, nigga, he did not go to the jewelry store and give him $30 million. Like, no, it didn't happen like that. Like, no, he's set up to where he can finance that shit, and they can't pay for that shit. So, get that shit back.
Right.
Why is niggas tripping about that? Like, but a lot of people don't even be really knowing what's going on as well, though. So they probably thinking like, oh, this my brother, he worked for these. This is a gift. No. Scar didn't even live long enough. My boy didn't even live long enough to fulfill his agreement. You feel me? Niggas don't know that. Never fulfilled the agreement, my boy. You dead.
He breached the contract.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't fulfill the rest of his projects and none of that stuff.
Nope.
You still owe us money. If I had a record label, everybody getting life insurance. I'm putting insurance on everybody.
They do. Majors. 1017 not a major. 1017 isn't a major label. Like 3. Yeah. No, they said they're not giving them back.
They say get it back in Blade.
If they turn them in, like that's your opportunity to fight
it's a business with you, exactly. People don't think about it like
maybe something like you honorable for bringing them.
Big Scar from ain't he from Alabama though? I think he's from Alabama. Like, yeah, that's niggas from Alabama ain't thinking about no shit like that, bro. They don't give a fuck about that. They like, my brother dead, nigga. This nigga trying to take the chains back. Like,
it's all emotional.
I wouldn't even gonna say that, but I wouldn't even rock a 1017 right now anyway. That shit ugly.
Nah, yeah.
They dead or locked up. Yeah, Scar. Yeah, he overdosed on fake pills.
Nice. We don't even want to end it on a bad note like that. I'm gonna switch gears. That's gonna be my final question.
Come on, hit me with some.
Give me your top 5 rappers.
Ooh, of all time?
Yes, of all time.
Right now?
Okay, you're right.
No, we ain't got a subcategory. No. I think about this a lot.
Before you go, I want to know.
Okay, 5 of my favorite or 5 of the best?
Your favorite.
Even if you were saying the best, would you be saying lyrically or would you be saying just total package?
Total package, for sure.
Exactly, because lyrically is a whole other list.
I agree.
So this your favorite or top?
I'm going to give 6. The 6th one, I'm going to say why they got 6 and not in the top 5.
Right, we got
Number 1, Biggie Smalls.
Okay, number 1.
Number 2, probably Jay-Z.
Okay.
Number 3, it's tough. Dang, it's tough. I'm about to throw y'all off. My list is crazy though. When I say my list of people, they be tripping. I ain't gonna lie. This is who I think is the top ever. Like,
okay. There's something on Macklemore.
no.
Yeah, he said about to throw us off. I'm like, wait.
3rd, I'll say Kanye.
Okay.
Kanye, the first rapper to ever give me chills rapping.
So anybody's top 5.
4th, I hate this person's music. I don't listen to this shit, but he the best. Drake.
Hey,
I do not listen to Drake, bro. If Drake meet me, bro, I'm gonna tell, bro, every artist, I'll be real with artists, bro. And if I don't listen to them,
because I was an original Drake fan back in the day, but I don't listen to him no more neither. I would have to explain to him why.
I would just tell Drake, you a fool ass nigga, bro, but you good at what you do.
He'll probably understand exactly what you said.
He'll probably laugh at me and be like, oh God. He'll probably laugh and shake your head like I'm getting these niggas cold, huh? On my mama, let's get it.
He's smarter than
Bro, come on, bro.
You know you're not talking down on him when you say that. You just you say I see you. That's all it is.
You just gotta listen to his music, bro. He tell you everything.
Come on.
He really tell you everything. He really tell you too much in his music that niggas just they just be over their head. He tell you exactly what he doing.
Bro, he tell you too much. He tell you every detail about all the shit he do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas just dancing.
What's your fifth?
Fifth?
Yeah, get on Drake, because we can get on Drake a whole lot.
My fifth one, this is The Killer.
I want to hear the sixth one. That's
Right.
Number 5, The Killer, bro. Lil Uzi Vert, number 5, bro.
Okay, Uzi. Wow.
Greatest of all time. Lil Uzi transcended music completely. Nobody was comfortable being a rock star, being black and being a rock star. Nobody was comfortable making. Yeah. Lil Wayne was not a real rock star. Lil Wayne, he from the trenches, bro.
He portrayed the image.
But he from the trenches, bro. I'm talking about niggas that. I'm talking about like listen, that watch anime, wear big pants with chains on it, spike his hair up and shit. He was like on that skater shit. That's not rock star shit. That's like more skater shit.
It's like he always was trying to do it. Like he just not turned pro now. Like if he really loved skating, like
he would have been skateboarding. Nigga, you was 12 in the trenches, nigga. You a trench baby. That's what you is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lil Uzi, bro, he from Philly. He from the trenches and he always been breakdancing, always being on that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And he cold. If you like look up genius of what Lil Uzi really be saying, he really be going dumb. Like, I don't even be like, sometimes I overlook what he be saying because of the sound, like how his shit sound. And I go back and I listen to it and I'll be like, listen to what he's saying. He be saying some heat. Like, he be saying some heat. Kodak hard too. My number 6 is, of course, Tupac.
Okay.
Only reason I didn't put Tupac in my top 5 because Tupac was a liar. His whole career was lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything he portrayed was lies. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Like, if you a real Tupac fan, like, if you really dive into Tupac, like, Tupac was an amazing person. He was very smart. You know what I'm saying? Tupac came from the trenches, of course, but Tupac was into arts very early. He was a backup dancer for Digital Underground with Shock G. That's how he came about. All of this stuff. Yeah, so you already know. My boy went from really, the first Drake was Tupac.
I was just about to say that.
The first Drake was Tupac ever. Tupac was going crazy, but like, he was tripping, bro. Like, Tupac dead right now over some fucked up shit, like over some not him shit.
He started tripping because of it was like a domino effect of shit that was happening. It wasn't retaliation. Okay. It was because you gotta remember Tupac was young.
Yeah, for sure, young as hell.
Then you gotta remember the people he was around. He was such an influential person himself. People forget that we get influenced by other people, and not just that.
No, for sure.
That we get, like, when people go through certain shit, it changes the dynamics of your, like, the way you think and shit, the way his mentality got altered, going through dealing with untrustworthy people, you know what I'm saying, or dealing with people that was tied to gang life and street life, and he really wasn't. So he had to kind of, like I said, be Drake, be a chameleon in them situations and change it. To me, he got lost in
But like, damn,
what do you say? Nigga was lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. What good is being a chameleon if you're a dead chameleon?
Exactly.
That's crazy as hell.
He had let everybody else hijack the narrative and what was going on because he was trying to do almost too much on his own. Even though he was around a lot of niggas, nobody was really in his corner. Nobody was doing the same shit. Nobody was trying to help him with the real mission at hand. Like, even.
But he was too headstrong. I mean, he was very headstrong at the time. Like, he didn't allow people to, like, he like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't allow people to really. Yeah, he didn't allow people to creep into, like, really get into, like, his system, you know what I'm saying? So they amazed by his system, but he not letting them be a part of it. So by the time it was, nigga, for them to really be on one accord, it was too late. Nigga, he was getting shot and shit.
I think he fell victim of trying to utilize the wrong people for the right intentions because he knew he was dealing with the wrong people, but he was like, well, I'm going to use them for this. They help me with this, or they can help me, like how I should help you get out of jail, or how niggas was helping them push this platform to the east.
He could have Dr. Dre'd it, bro. He didn't. Dr. Dre did it the right way. Dr. Dre was like, hey, I'll fuck with you, Suge. You know we agreed to do this shit. We from the same spot damn near, but like, what you on, my nigga? I'm not rocking with this shit, bro. I'ma keep, you know what I'm saying, doing me. If I'm not rocking with that shit. Tupac, you can't, you know what I'm saying?
Tupac was just a flashy nigga. He had to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be.
You can't secretly hate the hand that's feeding you, nigga. Like, you feel me? That's weird. Like, nigga, that's why he got smacked.
But I think Pac was just so confident in the fact that he could change everybody. He thought he was gonna be able to make niggas believe in what he was believing in. So he was so passionate about everything he believed in. So when you that passionate, sometimes you can blindly, you know what I'm saying, fuck up yo.
But that nigga Tupac is a person of the arts, though. That's what I'm saying. Nigga, you're really from the other side. Like you're from the way opposite side of the country, my boy. Like in Cali, they was really on that type of time. That nigga Pac did not even know niggas was really on that type of time. You're not changing Suge Knight. This nigga's choking out women in the club, bro. He tripping. He don't give a fuck. He running over niggas, bro. He running over niggas in his car twice. He tripping. Like, bro.
I got it wrong.
Oh.
I got it wrong.
You think so?
Man, for real.
I don't think
There's
so.
people that say that about Suge. There's some niggas that say he really wasn't a bud like that.
A lot of niggas say that. A lot of niggas say that. That's why he was
from Compton.
That's why they say he was acting like that, because he really was. They say off in the brain. You know what I mean? Like that nigga was crazy type of shit. But they do a lot of people say his street crazy don't really check out like that.
I definitely understand, because Tupac with
That nigga was crazy, though.
the whole Death Row and LA thing, plus the Chris. And then I even understand the Drake comparison why people say that. But
5:15.
We got a flight to catch. I'm so sorry.
No, you
we got
good,
too in depth. Go ahead and give everybody your social media platforms. Everybody know how to find you.
Follow me on everything at SAUCEMEUPGQ. Spell it how it sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really be on Instagram. I got a Twitter. I don't be on that hoe no more. I haven't got on that in like 6 months. I don't got Snapchat, Facebook. I don't really be on Facebook like that. You can just really find me on Instagram. Find me on YouTube. Just type in SAUCEMEUPGQ. Some music gonna pop up. It's just smacking. Listen to that shit. Yeah, that's it. I can do my wave talk thing too. You know?
Well, I really appreciate you for stopping by.
Of course.
I didn't even know that he watched the show, so I was really
I'm like, dang, everybody on the wave talk. I'm GQ, sauce me up, and I ain't got no waves to talk. That's crazy.
I didn't think he would want to, but again, thank you so much for stopping by the
No,
Wave
for sure.
Talk.
I'm glad that
love
you
our
have.
conversation. If we didn't have a fight to catch, you'd still be talking.
No, for sure.
I'd still be talking with you. But guys, stay tuned for the closing quote. We'll be right back. Thank y'all.
Oh, tough crowd. Right. Tough crowd. All right, y'all. Thank you again for staying tuned or watching another episode of The Wave Talk. I want to give a huge thank you to my guest, Mr. SAUCEMEUPGQ. Beautiful conversation. That guy is just like tons of information. I love talking to him. We're probably going to have him back because that was some really good conversation. But as I do on all of these episodes, I like to leave you all with a little quote. And I feel like, this is really geared towards me, especially considering how that last conversation went down. But it says, I cannot stress enough how important it is to speak up for yourself when somebody is crossing your boundaries or dismissing your feelings. You are your biggest advocate. Nobody else can read your mind or feel what you feel. I am learning this year to become my biggest advocate and stop minimizing and minuting everything about me. And it is so difficult. But if you're also out there like me, you're like extremely shy and just like, about everything, I think this is going to be the year that we need to get out of it. I'm saying we when I'm really talking to me. But yeah, I want to thank y'all again for watching another episode. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms at The Wave Talk Official. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I think we also have a Twitter page that I'm not on often. I hate Twitter. The porn is lit, but other than that, Twitter is just so like, what are we doing here? Everybody just talking about nothing. But anyways, no shots at Twitter and Elon Musk. But yeah, thank y'all again for watching another episode. I'll see y'all next time for episode 5. Bye.